Okay guys, so yon, good evening. So again, tinamaan na naman tayo ng bagyo, especially this is supposed to be the lesson natin kanina for off term 2, okay? However, today is Friday, September 26, and yun nga, tinamaan tayo ng bagyo, so kailangan mag-recorded discussion na lang yung ating topic kasi kailangan natin talaga makahabol. So asahan nyo guys, especially sa off term 2, puro kayo video discussion. So, kailangan ko yariin to within tonight para ma-send ko rin agad sa inyo. Okay? So, ayun. Last naman na to. Inuna ko kasi yung work and energy for the quiz talaga. So, para mas, ano tawag dito? Para mas marami tayong masimulan. So, yun yung sinimulan ko kanina. So, ngayon naman ay hinuli ko itong supposedly nga topic na for today. Kasi medyo madali lang naman siya. I will not say, siguro, sakto lang, ganun. Like, ang kailangan lang talaga is deeper analysis and yung pag-i-imagine talaga ng situations. So, for lesson objectives, ang kailangan lang natin is to explain the Newton's second law of motion and differentiate the forces on the body such as external forces, weight and gravity, and explain how it affects the motion of a body. And then, construction of equations of motions in rectangular coordinates and solve the related problem. So, yun lang naman yung target natin, especially for today. So, kung dati pinag-usapan natin yung difference between the kinematics and kinetics, recall lang natin guys that kinetics is a branch of is a branch of dynamics that deals with the motion only. Kapag kinematics yung sinabi, motion lang yung in-observe natin. Ibig sabihin, gumagalaw yung object from point A to point B, disregarding or without considering the forces acted upon it. Kung bakit gumagalaw yung object natin. In kinetics, however, dito na natin guys inaaral lang mabuti kung ano ba yung mga forces na nagkokos for that object to experience tendency to move. Ibig sabihin, bakit siya gumalaw? Ano yung reason? Ano yung in-apply na force sa kanya? So, yun yung general idea for kinetics. So, bago yun, okay, pause nyo to and then please think lang kung alam nyo pa, naaalala nyo pa. I-pause nyo yung video and then siguro isipin nyo lang, tingnan nyo kung naaalala nyo pa. So, what are the 3 Newton's law of motion? Kasi sa physics, inaral naman natin to before, tama? Ibig sabihin, isipin nyo lang, baka naaalala nyo pa. Okay? So, kung yon, and then let's proceed, tingnan natin. For Newton's second law, una natin pag-usapan guys, is the Newton's second law of motion, okay? For the Newton's second law of motion, wait lang, magse-set up lang ako ng ano. Okay. For the Newton's second law of motion, for the Newton's second law of motion, basically, a body at rest will remain at rest unless, and a body in motion will remain in motion unless it is acted, okay, pag sinabi, it is acted upon by an external force. Ibig sabihin, hindi daw gagalaw yung object, hindi daw siya move from one place to another, hindi siya makaka-experience ng velocity and acceleration if hindi siya if walang force na mag-exert sa kanya. Okay? The body at rest will stay at rest, or the body and a body in motion will remain in motion unless it is acted upon by an external force. Kapag naman sinabi, una is the body at rest, ibig sabihin yung body na in stable condition, for example, yung box mo. Okay? For example, yung box mo is, okay, for example, your box is sitting, okay, nakasit lang siya dyan, and then wala namang external force acting sa kanya, so that will remain at rest. Ang sinasabi guys na a body in motion naman, for example, yung box mo is umi-slide freely on a smooth inclined plane, okay? Yung infinite, imagine mo mahabang-mahaba yan, okay? Mahabang-mahaba yung box na yan, sabi natin pang mula langit hanggang impyerno, ganun kahaba. Ibig sabihin, gagalaw yan continuously, okay? Gagalaw yan continuously. Your body will experience motion continuously if there is no external force acting upon it. Ibig sabihin, hanggat hindi yan pinipigil dito, hindi siya hihinto. Okay? Mag-move siya in a constant velocity. Pag sinabing constant, hindi siya mag-change. Ngayon guys, kung titingnan nyo, pagka naman in-apply siya ng force dito, ang tendency niya, bibilis siya. Ibig sabihin, hindi na constant yung velocity niya, magkakaroon ka na ng acceleration. So, yun lang naman. And then for the law number 3, for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. This is applied in statics. Basically, ito guys yung pinag-aaralan natin in terms of statics. Bakit? Kasi sa statics, ang kino-consider natin Kasi sa statics, consider natin simply the, consider natin for statics is simply the reaction. Halimbawa, meron kang applied load dito. Okay? Okay. Ibig sabihin, itong applied load mo na to is, if this body is rigid, itong block na to, yung beam natin, so red na lang, yung red ko na yan, is rigid. Ibig sabihin, rigid, hindi nababaluktot. Therefore, kaya yan hindi nade-deform or kaya hindi bumababa papunta dito is bakit? Because meron kang mga reaction forces, okay? With equal magnitude. Okay, kung 5 ito, kung 10 ito, paghahatian ng dalawa yan. Tama? For simply supported. Okay? And then for the last naman is simply the force acting on an object is equal to the mass of the object times the acceleration. Ibig sabihin, simply ang F daw natin, okay, mamaya i-elaborate natin to, simply tandaan nyo lang to is equal to mass times the acceleration. So, ibig sabihin, kailangan lang natin guys isipin that iikot ang Newton's second law natin by the formula of force is equal to mass times the acceleration. So, yun lang. And then guys, for introduction, ito kasi is supposedly, isipin nyo lang muna kung ano ba yung nakikita nyo sa object na yan, ay sa figure na yan. Sige, mag-proceed na tayo dito. Okay. The basis for kinetics, Newton's second law of motion, which states, okay, that when an unbalanced force acts on the particle will accelerate. Ito of the force with a magnitude that is, tingnan nyo mabuti, highlight ko to with a different color, okay, that is proportional to the force. Ibig sabihin guys, kung titingnan nyo to, for example, itong particle natin na to, okay, lagyan ko red, okay, itong particle natin na to, yung nasa gitna ng rope natin, assuming na balance yung force na ina-exert na boy A, okay, this is boy A, and this is boy B, okay? Ngayon, equal for example yung magnitude nila. Si boy A, okay, si boy A is nag-exert siya ng 10 kN force dito. And si boy B is nag-exert din siya ng 10 kN force. So, medyo malaki yan, pero I think 10 kN force, I think okay na muna yan for representation lang naman. Ibig sabihin, ito papunta dyan, ayan. And then ito naman is, ayun na naman, lumilitaw na may kaaway natin, is papunta doon. Ibig sabihin, kung ito yung particle mo na hinihilan nila, gagalaw ba yan? No. Kasi it states na yung postulate ng Newton's second law is dapat unbalanced daw yung force na nag-act sa object. Ibig sabihin, para gumalaw yung rope natin, at this point, para gumalaw yan papunta to any direction, kailangan unbalance yung na-experience niya na force. Whereas, eto yon. Ngayon, ang sinasabi dito guys, unbalanced force. Tama, meron kang particle dito. Tama, meron kang particle dyan. At si boy A, okay, si boy A, this is boy B. Ngayon, si force A, okay, si FA, sabihin na natin, ayan. And then si force B, okay, is, ayan naman. Ngayon guys, ang isa pang idea natin dito is dapat daw, siyempre pagka gumalaw yung object na to is mag-accelerate yan towards one direction. Pero saan papunta? Okay? Saan papunta yung direction ng particle na yan? Pupunta ba siya doon o pupunta siya dyan? Alam mo, tama ka na tama naman yung point mo that gagalaw siya in a certain direction. However guys, dapat alam mo din that the direction of the acceleration or the direction of the motion of a particle is and should be always, okay, proportional to the magnitude of the force applied. Ibig sabihin, kung saan mas malakas yung force applied, doon pupunta yung object mo. Ngayon guys, ang idea lang dito, okay, ang tinutukoy natin na force dito, okay, for example, this is, ang force ni A is equal to 10 kilonewton, okay? Ngayon, itong si B naman is equal to 5 kilonewton, okay? Wait lang, masyado itong makapal lang. Okay. Ngayon guys, kung titingnan nyo mabuti, this is 5 kilonewton, okay? That is 5 kilonewton, this is 10 kilonewton, okay? That's the force A na in-exert ni boy A, and this is the force B na in-exert ni force B. Ngayon guys, tingin nyo saan siya gagalaw, okay? Tingin nyo saan siya gagalaw. I think gagalaw yan kung saan mas malakas yung force. Pakaliwa. Ibig sabihin, ang direction ng acceleration is pakaliwa. Tama? Yun yung direction ng acceleration natin. Ngayon, kung titingnan nyo, ang tinutukoy natin dyan, mamaya, madidiscuss ko din naman yun. But ang tinutukoy natin dyan, kapag nag-solve tayo ng force is equal to mass times the acceleration, okay? Yung force na tinutukoy natin dito is the F net. Ibig sabihin, yung total force acting on the particle. Ngayon, kung titingnan nyo mabuti, considering rightward positive, considering rightward positive, yung summation ng Fx natin, sabihin natin x kasi naglalay lang naman yung ano natin, itong part natin na to along the x-axis, okay, naglalay lang naman yung, naglalay lang naman yung axis ng particle na to along the x-axis. So, pag kumuha tayo niyan, it is simply equal to mass times the acceleration x. Okay? Ngayon, kung titingnan nyo mabuti, guys, pwede ba nating i-rewrite yan as, as 10, minus, negative 10, kasi positive yung plus 5, simply equal to mass, to mass times the negative ax. Kasi guys, ang consideration natin for both condition, dito saka dito, is rightward positive. Okay? Kung titingnan nyo, ang makukuha natin dito is given that the mass is constant. Okay, ang mass is constant nga pala, ma-discuss din natin mamaya yan. So, ganyan guys yung magiging form ng ating equation. Okay? Kung para mas ma-elaborate natin, ipapakita ko na lang din mamaya. Pero guys, yun nga, that the force exerted on the object is the mnet. Basta ang idea lang dito, that the force exerted in an object or the particle should be unbalanced. At yung movement niya is papunta din sa direction ng Fnet. So, nagkakaintindihan? Yun. Now guys, so yun naman is the force is equal to mass times the acceleration. So, proceed na tayo dito. This law can be verified experimentally by applying a known balance force F to a particle and then measuring the acceleration A. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, F is equal to ma nga lang ang formula natin dito. Now guys, I want you to take note of something. Okay? Since the force and acceleration are proportional, the constant of proportionality, kailangan kasi 'di ba ang relation natin kapag proportional, kailangan meron tayong constant of proportionality. Okay? Ang relation pala ng force and acceleration natin is ang relation ng force and acceleration natin is is linear. Ibig sabihin, as force F increases, the acceleration increases. However, meron kang dapat constant of proportionality. In this instance, ang constant of proportionality natin is the mass. Okay? Ibig sabihin, this positive scalar mass is called the mass of the particle, being constant during any acceleration. Ibig sabihin, kahit gaano pa yung acceleration ng object natin, mananatili guys that our mass is still the same. Okay? Hindi ibig sabihin na bumibilis yung object mo is gumagaan na. Okay? Okay, tingnan niyo mabuti to. Okay, ibig sabihin, yung mass natin na to, yung mass natin na yan, for example lang, ito mass natin na to, ito mm natin, di ba? Kung titingnan niyo mabuti, tanggalin niyo muna si kuyang na tumutulong. Ngayon, kung titingnan mo mabuti, yung mass natin, siya na yan, hindi na magbabago. Okay, kung itutulak to ni boy, sige, A and then B. Kung itutulak to ni boy A with the force A, okay? Ibig sabihin nun, wala namang magbabago sa mass niya. Okay, yung acceleration na ma-attain niya doon is due to the force applied by A lang. Ngayon, tumulong tong si Boy B. Okay, tumulong to ngayon si Boy B. Nag-apply siya ng force B. Papunta doon sa direction ng cart natin. Ngayon, ano ngayon yung mas mabilis dyan? Tingin nyo. Of course, yun yung part na nag-exert din ng force si Boy B. Okay, tutulin ngayon yung object doon. However, magbabago ba yung mass? Hindi. Tutulin lang yung object kasi nagdagdag ka ng force. Again, the relationship between the force and acceleration is constant. Ibig sabihin, nagdagdag kapag bibilis yung object or magkakaroon ng acceleration sa object if there is an increase in the force applied to an object. But the mass, regardless of the condition, regardless of the situation, will remain the same. Okay? So, yon. Okay. And then yun nga guys, ang sinasabi ko lang sa inyo kanina that the force is equal to mass times the acceleration, or mass FMA is equal to the equation of motion. Okay? Fnet guys, mamaya naman naman natin to. Fnet acting on the body in newtons or pounds, and M or the mass of the object in kilograms or slugs. Okay? Guys, yung slugs kasi is unit of asan ba 'yon? Okay? 1 slug, 1 pound force, okay, 1 pound force is equal to 1 slug feet per square. O I think para mas maliwanagan tayo, i-represent ko na lang yung weight, I mean yung mass in English sa slugs, okay? Okay? And then guys, etong pound force na to is kino-consider natin as the weight in English system. Okay? Ngayon, kung titingnan nyo mabuti, okay, the acceleration is in meter per second square or feet per second square. And don't forget guys that this one, okay? And of course, isa pa sa pinaka wag yung kakalimutan is the gravitational acceleration in English, in both English and SI units. If okay na, if I made my point clear na, okay, let's proceed. Dali lang. Gusto ko lang i-highlight to kasi baka magalit ulit na naman dyan eh. Okay, and then guys, basically for Newton's second law, yun nga, makinig mabuti, no? Isa pa to sa pinakamahalagang kailangan nating tandaan. I-discuss ko yung concept dito. Okay? Una guys, ayoko na mag-fix tayo. Okay, first natin is, wait lang. Ang first idea dito, ang first na gusto kong matutunan nyo is do not be fixated, okay? Ayoko maging fixated kayo sa summation forces X. Wait lang, ang nipis. Okay, ayoko maging fixated kayo sa summation of forces X and summation forces Y. Okay? Gusto ko guys mag-establish kayo ng sarili nyong axis with regards to that. Makinig mabuti, ano? Makinig mabuti. Ang force na kino-consider natin, okay, sige na nga. Note, okay? For note, ang force na kino-consider natin, ang force natin is equal to summation of F, okay? Along the direction of the acceleration. Ito yung mahalagang reminder. Yung force F natin or Fnet natin, okay, burahin ko nga, palit na natin ng Fnet. Ay, OA. Okay, so this is our Fnet. This is our Fnet, okay? Simply equal to summation of forces along the direction of the acceleration. So, burahin ko na to. Mamaya ako di-discuss yan. Ngayon guys, bakit ko sinasabing ganyan? Okay, bakit ko ba, ay napakaliit. Bakit ba guys ayoko na maging fixated kayo sa ano? Tinan nyo mabuti, no? Kasi, okay, mahalaga na alam nyo dapat kung ano yung mga force na i-consider nyo dito. Okay, sabihin natin muna na for along the horizontal plane muna, for example this one. Okay, along the horizontal plane, if you titingnan nyo to guys, yung object na to, okay, halimbawa may force na this is F1, okay, and this is meron ka ditong F2, okay, this is your angle theta, okay, and then meron kang weight dito, this is a free body diagram, so meron ka ditong normal force, and then this one is your frictional force. Guys, kung titingnan nyo mabuti, ang F na tinutukoy ko dyan, una muna, alamin mo, okay, determine the direction of the acceleration. Okay? Determine the direction of the acceleration. Or assume, or pwede ka naman, since hindi mo pa nga alam yung net force, or assume the direction. Okay, assume the direction. Assume the direction ka muna, mag-assume ka muna ng direction mo ng motion mo. Okay, assume the direction. Now guys, bakit ko sinabi to? Okay? Kasi ang kailangan natin dito is the net force. Una, kailangan mo muna alamin yung direction ng acceleration. What I want you guys to determine, okay, tingnan nyo mabuti yung plane kung saan nakatungtong yung plane guys, kung saan nakatungtong, excuse me, nadumigay ako. Yung plane kung saan nakatungtong, yan na ngayon yung axis niya. Okay, sabihin natin pwede tayo, since along the horizontal, establish tayo ng X and establish tayo ng Y. Okay? Ngayon, kung titingnan nyo mabuti, tingnan nyo yung both axis nyo. Saan ba siya gagalaw? Gagalaw ba siya along papunta dito? For example, baguhin ko yung kulay tingnan nyo lang mabuti Gagalaw ba siya papunta dito? Okay, kasi kung baka itutulak daw, gagalaw ba siya papunta doon? O magmumove ba siya vertically? Paakyat o pababa? Kung titingnan nyo guys, ang movement natin dito, sigurado naman ako dito, nagagalaw yung object natin, papunta lang doon. Okay? Or papunta dito sa kabila. Ibig sabihin, along the x-axis lang. Kung titingnan nyo, ibig sabihin, along the x-axis lang tayo magkakaroon ng acceleration dito. Okay? Ibig sabihin, yung summation ng f natin, okay, or f net natin is simply equal to max lang. Where yung acceleration ng object mo is equal to the ax itself. Okay? Nagkakaintindihan ba? Ngayon, pag ganyan, yung summation ng f net mo, this is x and then y, simply equal to may, wherein yung acceleration mo along y-axis is 0. Kasi hindi ka gagalaw dyan because restricted ka sa portion na yun. Kasi nakapakat ka dito, di ba? Ibig sabihin, ayun na. Kung titingnan mo mabuti, pag sinabing f net x, ibig sabihin, lahat lang ng force along the x-axis yung i-consider natin. Nagkakaintindihan? Nagkakaintindihan ba? Ngayon, kung titingnan mo, for example, ito nag-0 na to. Siyempre mag-0 yan. Ngayon, i-take natin to ngayon. Okay. I-take natin to for example. Paano ba yun i-copy? Ayun, kahusay. Ayan. Ngayon, tingnan nyo, f net x. Ngayon, kung titingnan nyo, yung summation ng force net x, assume ka ngayon ng direction. Pwedeng papunta doon. Ibig sabihin niya, di ba, the force is directly proportional to the acceleration. Habang lumalaki yung force, mas lumalaki yung acceleration. So, ibig sabihin, considering na positive papunta doon, can we say that F2 minus F1x. When I say F1x, tingnan nyo mabuti. Okay? Yung F1x mo is inclined at a certain angle. Meron kang component dito, meron kang component doon. This is your F1y and this is your F1x. Tama? Since ang kailangan lang natin is the force along the horizontal or the net force along the horizontal, meaning F1x. Ano pa? Minus the Fs, which is the frictional force. And ano pa? Equal to max. Nagkakaintindihan? And then ngayon guys, makukuha mo na ngayon yung value given that meron kang fax. For example lang, hinahanap yung acceleration natin and mass, may given ka na mass. Makuha mo na yung value ng mass. Ngayon guys, kung titingnan mo, kapag yung ax mo dyan is nag-negative yung sagot, meaning mali yung assumption mo. Okay? Ibig sabihin, papunta siya sa kaliwa. And kung papunta siya sa kaliwa, ibig sabihin lang nun, mas malakas pala yung force F na to, tsaka mas malakas pala yung force F na yan na tutulak papunta doon. Nagkakaintindihan? So, ibig sabihin, ganun lang yon guys. Okay? Now, bakit ayoko kayo? Ba sinabi ko kanina guys na ayoko kayong mag-stick into one notation na okay? Bakit ayoko kayo mag-stick? Ito, puro concept tayo dito. Sana sulitin nyo, Okay, bakit ayoko kayo mag-stick that the summation f net x is equal to max at saka summation of f net y simply equal to ma. Why? Bakit ayoko mag-stick kayo sa part na yan? Ayoko kayo mag-stick dyan because Because hindi kasi always na ang plane natin is along the horizontal and the vertical. Baka mamaya kasi ito, for example, case na to, okay? For example, may case tayo dito, okay, case A. Yung case A natin, naka-incline ngayon yung plane. And then, nandito ngayon yung box. Okay? Ngayon, kung titingnan mong mabuti, pagka nag-establish ka ng horizontal saka vertical component dyan, I think medyo mahirapan ka sa pag-analyze dyan. Okay? So, I think wag mo nang iikot yung box mo. Mag-establish ka, di ba sabi ko sa inyo, yung plane kung saan nakatungtong yung object mo, is yun na agad yung isang axis mo. So, sabihin na natin x prime na lang to. And then this will be, ganyan yung notation na gagamitin natin mamaya. So, this should be your y prime. Ngayon, kung titingnan mo mabuti, ito bang ano na to? For example, ito bang object na to? Given na meron siyang weight by free body diagram, may weight dito yan, meron niyang normal force na always perpendicular to the always perpendicular to the plane, okay? And then okay, yung mabuti okay, and then kung titingnan nyo mabuti, okay, kung titingnan nyo mabuti, saan ngayon papunta yung magiging acceleration nito? Okay? Saan ngayon papunta yung magiging acceleration? Huwag naman natin lagyan. Sige. Saan ngayon papunta magiging acceleration yan? So, papunta dito yan. Tama? Ibig sabihin, this is your A. Okay? A along X prime ngayon yan. So, ibig sabihin lang guys, lahat ng ano natin, okay, ang summation ng Fnet natin dito is X prime. Para makuha natin, guys, and then pala, ang idea ko dito, kaya sinasabi ko to, is para din maiparealize sa inyo that X is constant. Na kahit na ang ang object natin is paganyan, kahit object natin is paganyan, okay, kahit na naka-incline yung object natin, yung mass niyan will still the same. Yung mass niya will be still the same. Ibig sabihin, yung mass niya at any consideration is sa pa rin yun. Okay? So, kung ganyan na yan guys, ibig sabihin yung Fnet natin, kailangan along dito. Okay? So, ano-ano yun? O, isa-isay natin. Pwede, di ba, weight to? Di ba, weight yan. Ngayon, makakabuo ng component yan, tawagin natin siya as weight X. And then guys, kung pababa yan, opposite to the direction of acceleration, this is AX. Nagkakaintindihan? Meron pa ba? I think wala na, FS to, sorry. Okay. This is Fs or the frictional force. Okay, meron pa ba? So, I think wala naman na siya external force, weight lang yung nag-a-act, siya na yun. Ibig sabihin, pagka nag-Fnet X ka dyan, simply, X prime to, okay? Fx prime yan, okay? Wx prime, okay, considering guys na papaganyan, ito na, considering guys na pag ganito, yung magiging movement niya, tama? Ito, papunta doon, ibig sabihin yun yung positive mo, yun yung assumption mo ng positive. Okay? Yun yung assumption mo ng positive. Meaning, Wx prime, tama ba? Na same direction, so wala ka ng yan. Minus Fs is simply equal to Max prime. So, ganun guys yung gusto ko maging denotion nyo. Same for the y. Nagkakaintindihan? Yung sa y naman, kung titingnan mo mabuti, sa y prime, okay, pag nag-summation Fnet ka dito ng y prime, is simply equal to MAY prime. And still guys, di ba sabi ko na wala naman siya magiging movement papunta doon. Dahil, meron kang support dito, hindi yan lulubog, okay? Ibig sabihin, yung AY mo at this instant, at this AY prime is equal to 0. So, cancel out to, ito na lang matitira, summation ng Fnet Y prime. Ang summation ng Fnet Y prime, pag kinuha mo yung summation ng Fnet Y prime, is simply equal to makakaproduce ka dito guys ng weight Y prime, and then kukontrahin niya ng force mo. Okay, ang magiging tendency dito, magiging N ka. So, tingnan nyo mabuti ito naman iti-treat natin, makinig. Ito naman iti-treat natin as positive na pagganon. Okay, and then ito rin is positive na pagganon. Since 0 naman yun, wala nang bearing yan. So, N minus W Y prime equal to 0. N is equal to W Y prime. That's what I want guys na aralin. Okay, so wag lang tayo mag-limit ng denotion ng X and Y. Basta always mag-establish ka ng dalawang axis na perpendicular with one another. At doon mo na ngayon pwedeng gamitin yung mga equations natin for motion. Okay? Okay, so eto guys, ayun lang yon if 3-dimensional, and then let's proceed to the example problem. Okay? Alright, ayan. Hindi na ako nalubay ka sa ganun na. Anyway guys, so let's take first sample problem with this one. Okay, so para matapos na rin natin. Okay, so guys, for this problem, okay, basahin muna natin. Okay, a 200-pound block rests on horizontal plane. Find the magnitude of force P required to give the block an acceleration of 10 feet per second square to the right, and the coefficient of kinetic friction between the block and the plane is 0.25. Okay guys, ang una nating gawin siguro is establish the given. Ano, dito na natin sulat siguro. To establish the given, ang una nating kailangan is to determine its weight. Ang weight natin guys is given as pounds. Okay, this is 200 pounds. Ngayon, ano yung mass niya? Ang mass natin, di ba? Ang formula natin for weight is equal to mass times the gravitational acceleration. F is equal to ano lang din to, but due to weight, due to gravity kasi, so F is equal to mass times acceleration lang din yan. Pero guys, ano yan? Ang tag ito. Ang kino-consider natin or hinahanap natin for this is the weight. So, pwede natin siya isulat as F is equal to mg. Okay? And then guys, ang weight natin is 200. Okay? And then yung mass natin is constant at any consideration. Ang gravity natin in pounds, if we are going to use the English system, basically ang kailangan natin gamitin diyan is 32.2 feet per second square. Okay? If you're going to ano diyan, so teka lang. Okay. So this is So this is 200 pounds. Okay? And then guys, if you're going to divide this by 32, masyadong makapal. Okay? By 32.2 feet per second square. Ang mangyayari dito, yan, by 32.2 feet per second square. O, di ba? Ang mangyayari dito, yung mass mo, kaya mga-cancel out to, and then yung mass mo, okay, by extreme and means, tingnan nyo mabuti, paano gagawin natin, ha? By extreme and means, baba natin to. Okay, basta dinivide mo siya both sides. Ngayon, pagka nagkaganyan ka, di ba, mag-over ka ng 1 dito, okay? And then by extreme and means, ang mangyayari sa'yo dito is simply, okay, yan, is 200 pound. 200 pound, ang katabi niya is S square, okay? Over 32.2 feet. So, ang makukuha natin dito is equal to, ang mass natin is equal to 6.211 pound second square per feet. And then guys, diba yung unit na to is unit of slugs. So I think para mas madali, para mas ma-identify natin, so 6.211 slugs. So yan yung mass natin. Ngayon, ano pa? Acceleration natin. Kung titingnan nyo guys, itutulak mo siya by the force P dito. Tulak mo siya with your force P dito. Nagalaw ko ba? Sorry. Okay, nagalaw. Itulak ko siya with force P papunta dito. Ngayon, gagalaw yan of course since meron tayong plane dito. Okay? Diba sabi ko sa inyo kanina, mag-establish tayo ng coordinates doon sa ano. So, isang coordinate na to. Isang plane siya naka-lie. And then, meron din tayong always perpendicular to that axis. Which is, ayan. And then guys, so okay na tayo dyan. And then, di ba ang acceleration natin, therefore, papunta dito yan. For sure, alam na natin yan. For sure, pupunta yung, or mag-accelerate yung object natin, papunta dito. So, this is your acceleration. And kung titingnan nyo mabuti, yung acceleration natin is along what axis? This is X, this is Y. Gagalaw ba siya along Y? Hindi. Gagalaw ba siya along X? Oo. Ibig sabihin, yung acceleration natin is also equal to AX. Nagkakaintindihan? Which is equal to and should be equal to 10 feet per second square. So, this is 10 feet per second square. Ano pa? The coefficient of kinetic friction, K, is equal to 0.25. Okay? 0.25. Now, guys, for solution, since may given tayo, the next thing we're going to do is to get the solution. Okay? To get the solution. Ngayon, if we're going to isolate the free body diagram, sige, drawing tayo ng another free body diagram. By the way guys, ito yung hahanapin ko sa inyo for your solution. No free body diagram means no points for this, for the problem. Kasi bakit? Paano mo siya na-solve kung hindi mo lang na-imagine kung ano ba talaga itsura ng, or ano ba yung magiging itsura ng behavior ng forces natin along the body. Meron tayong weight dito. Ang weight natin dito is 200 pounds. Okay? And then, ano pa yung mga force natin yan? Meron tayong force P, which is equal to yung pala hinahanap natin. Hanapin natin yung force P para yung A mo is 10, sabi sa'yo, hinahanap to. Okay, and then meron tayo guys, normal force. Normal force. And then, kung titingnan mong mabuti, since binigyan tayo ng coefficient of friction, of kinetic friction, meaning yung surface natin is hindi smooth. Ibig sabihin, mag-exert yan or mag-i-induce yan ng frictional force na opposite to the direction of acceleration. So, this is F. S, sabihan na frictional force. Now, guys, kung titingnan nyo, ano yung susunod na gagawin natin? Okay? Ngayon, tingnan mo na lang, kunin mo na lang both axes, kunin mo yung sub F net ng force nila. Ganun na lang yun. Kasi may normal, okay na ano naman natin lahat. Kung titingnan mong mabuti, okay, ang acceleration natin is, wait lang. Okay? Doon muna tayo guys sa summation ng F net. Okay, that pwede natin to i-declare as X and then Y kasi nga straight vertically horizontal and straight horizontal and vertical naman sila. Now for F net guys, just take a look at this one. Okay, for F net, okay, is simply equal to dm o X muna tayo, no? X, o yan, X M A X. Okay? Ibig sabihin yung force natin along the X muna. Okay, kasi ang acceleration natin is along the X, ang acceleration natin is along dito, therefore lahat muna guys nung along dun sa may ating plane. Now, if you're going to take the summation of force along X, ano yun? So, kung titingnan mong mabuti, di ba masiseparate natin yung P natin into component. By the way guys, this is ilang angle yun? This is 30 degrees. Pwede natin itong consider as PX and then this is PY. Nagkakaintindihan? Now, kung titingnan nyo mabuti, pwede ko bang i-rewrite yung summation ng force along X natin as Px minus Fs? Meron pa bang ibang nag-act along horizontal? Wala na, sila lang dalawa. Okay? Equal to the mass. Ang mass natin is constant at any point of consideration. Kahit anong gawin mo dyan, along X, along Y, same lang yung mass natin. And then, Ax. Okay? Considering guys na pakanan yung motion natin is positive. Okay? Ibig sabihin, ayan pala guys yung naging consideration ko. Ibig sabihin, yung Px natin, pwede ba natin siyang i-write as P cosine of theta minus Fs is equal to Max. Okay? Ibig sabihin, P cosine of 30 minus, ano yung Fs natin? Ang Fs natin, ang formula for frictional force is mu Kn. Okay? Minus, ano ba yung mu K natin? Ang mu K natin, or coefficient of kinetic friction is 0.25. Okay, sige, sulat na nga natin. Mu K N equal to Max. So, i-write ko that P cosine of 30, okay, minus 0.25 N equal to M natin. Ang mass natin is 6.11 slug. So, isulat ko na dito, 6.211 multiplied by Ax. Okay? So, simplifying, I think, pwede nating i-represent yung ano natin, yung P natin, tingnan mo lang, okay, as P, okay, wait lang I think, pwede ba natin i-represent as, okay, so, pwede natin pala ito i-take as our equation 1, kahit hindi na kayo mag-simplify ng todo dyan, okay, basta kakayanin ng calculator nyo. Okay, this is equation 1. Okay, kasi ibig sabihin, nawawala pa itong ano natin. By the way guys, Ax pala is equal to ano. So, burahin ko na. Okay, palitan ko na. Okay, Ax pala may value nga pala Ax natin. Ang Ax natin is simply equal to, ilan? Simply equal to 10. Yun ang condition natin. Kailangan, ilan daw yung P na makukuha niya. Okay. Teka, sige. Isin ko muna lahat ng box. And then, palitan ko muna to. Okay, so this is 10. And then, ibig sabihin, 6.211, okay, 6.211 times 10 is just simply 62.11. So, pwede ko na ba siyang i-write as P cosine of 30 minus 0.25n is equal to 62.11. So, ito pa lang pala guys yung pwede kong i-consider as our equation 1. Okay? So, now, nakuha na natin guys yung summation of force along the, X. Ngayon naman try naman natin Y. Ay sir, bakit ba natin kailangan yung Y? Ang idea dito guys, para hindi na kayo nahihirapan, basta kunin nyo lang yung summation of F net along X and the summation of F net along Y. And then pagbanggain nyo yung dalawang equations. Okay? Ganun lang. Kasi always yan, especially guys doon sa mga may frictional force, always related yung dalawa na yan. by the variable n. Okay? Kasi at sa horizontal, present yung F mo, yung Fs mo, which is yung Fs mo is mu n. Okay? For along y, summation ng force along y, okay, consider natin as upward. For example, is positive. Okay? Is equal to m a y. Okay? Gawin natin F net para consistent. Okay? F net y mo is positive pataas equal to m a y. Okay, kung ganyan gagawin mo, ang F net mo naman dito is simply yung weight. O sige, i-denote muna natin as variable. Ibig sabihin, yung normal force mo is paangat minus weight minus minus etong py. Okay? Minus the p sine of 30. So, equal to MAY. And then guys, di ba ang AY natin dito is equal to 0? Kasi yung object mo is, yun nga, sabi ko nga kanina, supported by a plane. Ibig sabihin, hindi siya gagalaw papunta dito or hindi rin siya gagalaw papunta dun sa taas. So, ibig sabihin, there is no acceleration along the y-axis. So, 0. Okay? Ngayon, can we say that i-represent natin tong normal force into N is equal to 200 pound? Okay? Tama ba? Ulit lang. Minus 200 muna kasi tayo dito. Okay, minus P sine of 30. Okay? Equal to 0. So, representing, pwede natin N is equal to 200 plus P sine of 30. Okay? So, kung ganun guys, this is your equation 2. Okay? Ngayon, i-represent mo siguro, since meron ka ng N, okay, number 3 is substitute equation 2, okay, substitute equation, ano ba gusto niyo gawin? Equation 2 to equation, substitute na lang natin yung equation 2, sub equation 2 to equation 1. Ibig sabihin, ang equation 1 natin is P cosine 30 minus 0.25n equal to 62.11. Considering na yung n natin, which is equation 2, is equal to 200 plus p sine of 30. Okay? Plugging in the values, we can say that p cosine of 30 minus 0.25, the n value is 200 plus p sine of 30. Okay? Equal to 62.11. Ang value ng p natin is simply equal to x cosine of 30. Yung x is, silet ko lang yung p as variable x minus 0.25. 200 plus x sine of 30 alpha equal to 62.11. So, with that, makukuha natin yung force p natin as equal to 151.290. So, 151.290 pounds. Okay? Guys, ito yung final answer natin. Okay? For another example, guys, I think ito naman gamitin natin. Okay? The conveyor belt delivers each 12 kilogram crate to the ramp at A such that the crate's speed, okay, gawin natin yung mga given muna. Okay? For given, guys, it is simply ang mass binigay natin dyan. Mass is equal to 12 kilogram. Okay? 12 kilogram. Okay? And then for the crate to the ramp A such that the crate speed, okay, yung VA natin, okay, yung crate natin, okay. Ito yun. Yung crate natin, okay, yung velocity ng crate A natin, or VA na lang simply, okay, is simply equal to, 2.5 meter per second. Directed down along the ramp, okay? And the coefficient of the kinetic friction is simply equal to, mu K equal to 0.3. Okay, determine the speed at which, ito ang tinatanong sa atin guys, okay, ito kasi is the initial speed, okay, this is the initial speed, okay, sige natin, this is BA natin is the initial speed equal to the VA which is equal to 2.5. Ibig sabihin, pagpasok niya along the ramp, ang initial velocity ng crate natin, ng isang crate natin na to is equal to 2.5 meter per second. And then guys, ang hinahanap sa atin is yung velocity, okay, dito sa BF natin, okay, so simply BF, Okay, simply VF is equal to VB. Ano daw yan? Ibig sabihin, from the moment na, from here, and then nakarating ka dito, from the moment na nakarating ka dyan, ano ngayon yung velocity mo? This is VB, or the final velocity. Okay guys, now, ang isa sa pinaka sinabi ko sa inyo kanina, uulitin ko lang, the FBD. Okay? Okay? Di ba natatandaan nyo, di sabi ko, wag tayo nag-establish guys na X and ano yan, X and Y. What I mean by that is, hindi naman sa tanggalan kayo ng freedom to actually, ito ka lang, is hindi naman kayo tanggalan ng freedom to actually imagine kung paano ba nagbe-behave yung ano nyo. Bahala naman kayo dun guys. Suggestion ko lang naman yun para mas mapadali. Okay? Kung titingnan nyo mabuti, nasa inclined surface tayo. Okay? Inclined surface. This is theta. By the way, ang theta is equal to 30 degree angle. Okay? Take the theta is equal to 30 degree. Sobrang kapal naman kasi naman. Okay? And then guys, by writing the necessary forces muna tayo, yung weight yan, di ba? Yung weight natin, which is equal to 12 kilogram times 9.81 meter per second square. Makuha mo yung weight mo in Newton, that 12 times 9.81 is equal to 117.72. 117.72 Newton. And then guys, meron pa ba tayong external forces? Wala na. Pero guys, kung titingnan nyo mabuti, ayun yung sinasabi ko. Okay, sige, yan muna gamitin natin. And of course, the normal force. The normal force is always acting perpendicular to the, to the plane. And then guys, sabi ko sa inyo, di ba, una is establish your axis. Kung titingnan nyo mabuti, yung isang axis mo na agad yan is along the direction or along the direction of the plane kung saan nakapatong yung object mo. So, sabihin natin this is x prime na lang. Ito yung binabanggit ko sa inyo guys kanina, na huwag kayo mag-stick into x and y lang. So, kasi pwedeng umikot yung plane mo. And then, mag-establish pa tayo ng another, teka, laburahin nga natin to. Baka, okay. Mamaya natin ilagay yan. Isulat muna natin tong axis na to. Okay. Let's see. Ayan. Okay, ibig sabihin, pwede natin i-denote naman ngayon to as your y prime. Okay? So, nakapag-establish ka na ng axis mo. Ngayon, kung titingnan mo, kung yung crate mo is bumaba papunta dito, tama? Meaning, yung acceleration mo is along the ax prime. And then, di ba sabi natin na yung force mo should be along the direction of the acceleration. Di ba guys, wala naman tayong ibang external force dito, pero meron kang weight kasi dyan. Ibig sabihin, itong weight na to is mahahati into component. Titingnan mabuti, mahahati yan into weight x prime, and then mahahati naman to into your weight y prime. And then guys, nakalimutan ko i-write, this is normal force. If that's the case, ibig sabihin, ang kailangan mong i-consider dyan when you are solving for the F-nets is this W prime and then the WX prime. And then guys, paano natin i-resolve yung angles na gagamitin dyan? Of course, mag-refer ka dun sa may inclined plane mo. Okay? Kung titingnan mo mabuti, this is 30 degrees. Tama? 30 degrees. Okay, from the horizontal axis yan, Ngayon, if we're going to transfer that one, okay, if transfer natin kasi yan, okay, yung axis natin na yan, if transfer natin papunta dito, okay, diba same lang naman yan, ibig sabihin, ito, pag galing dito, okay, ayan yan, and then lilipat natin doon, dito, diba same lang naman sila, and ibig sabihin, yung angle na to, wait lang, sabihin, yung angle dito, okay, yung angle dito sa part na to is equal to also to angle dito. Okay? If this is 30 degrees, this is also 30 degrees. At kung 30 degrees yan, knowing na 90 degrees to from the horizontal, this is 60 degrees. Tama? So, ibig sabihin, na-establish mo na. Itanggalin na natin ngayon to kasi baka malito ka dahil hindi naman, tanggalin na natin to. Paano ito? Ayaw mo na nga dyan. Sige na nga. Okay. Okay na yan. Okay. Now guys, what I want you to do na, since nakapag-establish ka na ng free body diagram mo, is to, ano yung gagawin? Is to, take the sum of the, sum of the Fnet. So, Fnet, naging ganun nga. Okay, summation of force, pag ganyan muna tayo, teka lang. Yes. Pag ganyan muna yung positive natin, tama? Doon na tayo mag-base sa plane. Ibig sabihin, summation Fnet x prime is equal to MAX prime. Wherein, guys, wala ka namang ibang movement dyan. Hindi naman siya gagalaw along the Y prime and then the other directions pa. Ibig sabihin, yung A mo dito is simply equal to AX prime na. Tama? Ibig sabihin, kung meron kang Fnet x, tingnan mo lang lahat ng Fnet x prime, tingnan mo lang lahat ng forces along that axis. Okay? And then kung iisipin mo, meron ka pa palang kulang dito, which is the frictional force. Okay? Frictional force. Ngayon, kung titingnan mo, ibig sabihin, ang kailangan mo lang for Fnet x prime is Wx prime, okay? Equal, minus dfs. Okay? Kasi tingnan mo, di ba, ang positive natin pag ganun. Tingnan mo ito positive pag ganyan, and the fs natin kukontrahin siya at opposite direction. Okay? Fs is equal to, yung mass natin is hindi bago, mass ax prime. So, yung wx prime natin is basically the x prime component of the weight w. Meaning, w cosine of 60, tama? W cosine of 60 minus mu kn equal to 12, okay? Equal to 12. O sige, mu kn yun, mu kn equal to max prime. Ngayon, W cosine of 60 minus 0. Ilan yung natin? 0.3 n, okay, is equal to yung mass natin na 12 kilogram, okay, multiplied by ax prime. By the way, ang ax prime natin is positive kasi pag ganun din naman yung direction niya dahil pababa nga siya, okay? And then simplifying, ang weight natin is this one 117.72 cosine of 60 minus 0.3 n. So, yung equal to 12 ax prime. O simply, ayan na ngayon yung makukuha natin sa our equation number 1. For our equation number 2, can we say, guys, na along dito naman tayo. Okay, tignan mo along po ganyan. Okay? Positive. Bakit? Kasi kung mapapansin mo, meron kang normal force pang unknown dito. Okay? Normal force na unknown dyan. Okay? And then, ito, actually, pwede natin ito i-simplify. Hayaan mo na igawa na natin siya as so, huwag natin siya i-simplify muna. Okay? And then, guys, ibig sabihin, this will be summation of F net y prime is equal to M E y prime. And again, guys, ang galaw na, di ba, pag may object mo, nag-i-slide doon, lulutang pa ba yan, papunta doon? Di ba, hindi na? O lulubog ba siya papunta dito? Di ba, hindi na? Ibig sabihin, yung AY prime mo, ibig sabihin, wala siyang acceleration along this direction. Wala siyang acceleration dyan. Tama? Ibig sabihin, the AY prime mo is equal to 0. So, maka-cancel out na to. Okay? Now, ano lang yung matitira natin dyan? The summation of F net y is simply equal to yung n natin minus the wy prime equal to 0. Meron pa bang iba? I think wala na. Ngayon, kung titingnan nyo yan, n minus 117.72 sine of 60 naman yung gagamitin natin dyan, equal to 0. Okay? And then, makukuha mo ngayon yung normal force mo, which is equal to 101.95 pounds ba yun? Newton. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, ito na ngayon yung iyong value for n. Okay? Now, we can say that yung substitute, okay, n to equation 1, simply extract natin equation 1, okay? Ang equation 1 natin is 117.72 cosine of 90. Cosine of 60 minus 0.3 multiplied by 101.95 equal to mass natin is 12 kilogram multiplied by ax prime. So, ang ax prime natin is equal to acceleration na natin yan, which is also equal to what? Okay? So, 117.72 cosine of 60 minus 0.3 multiplied by 101.95 12 multiplied by x prime. Ilan ngayon yan? Ang makukuha natin is 2.35625. 2.35625 meter per second square. So, meron na tayong acceleration. Pero yan ba hinahanap natin, guys? Hindi. Ang hinahanap natin is simply the velocity at this point. Ngayon, ano ba yung given sa atin? Meron tayong given na distance dito. Okay, 3 meter or linear distance from A to B. Ibig sabihin, pwede tayong gumamit ng kinematic equation, relationship ng velocity and the position. So, ibig sabihin, when we say that VB square, okay, or the final velocity is equal to VA square, okay, plus, plus 2A, gawin natin x prime yan, okay, x prime, and then ds, or yung change in position, okay, and then VB square, okay, VB square is equal to 2.5 square, o initial velocity natin, plus 2 multiplied by 2.35625 multiplied by 3 minus 0. What I mean by 3 minus 0 is ang initial position natin dito is yung point A mo. Gumawi ka doon, napunta ka ng final position mo, which is 3. So, ang distance na na-cover mo or yung displacement na na-cover mo is 3.0. Calculating the value for velocity is equal to 2.5 square plus 2 multiplied by 2.35625 multiplied by 3. Makuha mo is, square plus 2.5. Okay, teka lang. Shift, solve. Okay, parang sorry. Square root pala. So, nawala square root ng ano. So, square root natin itong part na to ng 2.5 square plus 2. Okay. Okay, square root. Okay. 2. Multiply by 2.35625 multiply by 3. Ang velocity ng B natin from the moment na nakarating siya dun sa point na yun is simply equal to 4.1 or 4.5152 meter per second. Okay, so ito na yung final answer natin for this one. Okay? I hope naging maliwanag ito. So, yun lang.